Well, here we've got a very nice clean ZETAGI BV 2001 Mark II. Doesn't say Mark II on the front, but it is. It's the later one with the better livery and the dark green sort of military coloured casings. And we changed the knobs from the original grey ones over to some nice black ones. Put some LEDs, backlight in the meters there instead of those rubbishy old dim pilot lights. And yeah, very clean. Have a good look at that. Hardly a mark on it anywhere. Absolutely pristine. You're lucky if you can even find one of these days, let alone find one in this kind of condition. Anyway, strangely enough, still got the original tubes in it. Got the ZETAGI ZG on them, but they're actually Svetlana 6P45S. Nice tubes they are. Definitely the hardy one to replace the 519s. Still the original tubes from the factory, because this thing's been sort of sitting in storage for many years and never used. It had a bit of a dry joint in it, which we fixed, so there we go, and we got ourselves a lovely working amp. Now strangely, this is a one drive-in free amp. You got one 6P45S drive-in free finals, and most people would think, yeah, you know, 500 or 600 watts, but unlike most of the CB valve amps, which tend to be just grounded grid on the bias, this is actually a negatively biased grid. And the good thing is, of course, it means the tubes tend to run a bit cooler, and it's a bit like a turbocharger. It gives you a boost to the output, but without actually working it hard. So this old girl actually hits about 800 watts PEP, just a smidge under, sometimes a little bit over, but depending where you are on the band. But she works a treat, I can tell you. Got a nice cooling fan in it to keep the tubes cool. The tubes, of course, are horizontally mounted, and therefore you can just see in there, tubes there, and the air is drawn up from underneath the amp and straight through around the tubes and out the vent in the top. So yeah, it works a treat at keeping it cool. Anyway, there we go. You don't see many of these. Lucky if you can find one, and you'll be even luckier if you can find one as clean as this, I can tell you.